If you're still negotiating with mediocrity, you've already lost the deal that could have made you great.
You keep bargaining with average like it deserves your respect. You sign the contract with mediocrity every single morning. You choose comfort over challenge. Don't pretend you don't know it. You're not tricked. You're not trapped. You're complicit. You sit there weighing the cost of effort against the sweetness of ease, and you sell your potential for pocket change. You call it balance. I call it betrayal. You're so polite with your dreams that you let them starve in silence. You entertain your excuses like old friends, serve them coffee, let them stay the night. Then you wonder why your results are so comfortable, so safe, so painfully unremarkable. I'm not here to soothe you. I'm here to rip the mask off your excuses. You don't lack opportunity. You lack the spine to offend your comfort. You don't lack time. You waste it in rituals of avoidance. You don't lack knowledge. You bury it under indecision so you never have to risk the shame of failing in public. Look at your routine. Really look at it. It's not neutral. It's a daily agreement to stay small. Every shortcut you justify. Every hard conversation you avoid. Every plan you put off until tomorrow. That's the deal you signed. You don't negotiate for greatness. You negotiate for convenience. Your mind is bribed. You think you're rational, but you're just paid off by your own fear. Fear offers you a comfortable prison cell, and you take it because it's furnished and familiar. You pace in circles, telling yourself you're planning, but you're not planning. You're delaying. You're postponing the price. I know this because I've seen it destroy lives more thoroughly than poverty or tragedy ever could. This isn't about what happened to you. It's about what you settled for when you still had breath in your lungs to fight. You want results without confrontation. You want the prize without the price. You want to be remembered without the pain of being exceptional. You want to be great without being uncomfortable, but you can't. And I won't let you pretend you can. Your mind isn't chained. It's bribed. Your mind trades integrity for comfort. Every time you lie to yourself about why you're not moving, every time you claim it's not the right time, every time you say you're not ready. Those are the bribes, little payments you accept to stay exactly where you are. You think discipline is punishment. It's not. It's liberation from that bribery. Discipline is the refusal to sign that daily deal with mediocrity. Discipline is clarity. It's the unflinching contract you make with your own potential. Your fear of discipline isn't because you can't handle work. It's because you can't handle truth. Truth that you're capable, that you could have been more, that you chose less. It's easier to play small, to claim the world is unfair, to say you're unlucky, because if you admit you had the power, you also have to admit you wasted it. I'm not here to let you off that hook. I want you to feel the weight of every day you gave away for comfort, every hour you traded for validation or distraction, every opportunity you murdered by hesitating. And I want you to see the truth. You can choose differently. You can stop accepting the bribe. You can stop playing diplomat to your own weakness. You can be ruthless about what you want and honest about what it takes. But first, you have to admit this. You don't lack power. You rent it to your fears. You don't lose your power. You hand it over for safekeeping to your fear. You make fear the custodian of your potential. You think if you let fear hold it, you'll be safe from failure. But fear doesn't protect you. It drains you. It uses you. It makes sure you never risk enough to matter. It tells you to keep your plans small, your dreams humble, your goals polite. It says, don't embarrass yourself. It says, who do you think you are? It says, you're too late. And you listen, you nod along. You make fear your advisor, your accountant, your lawyer, your judge. You let fear negotiate every contract on your behalf. I'm telling you to fire fear. Fire the voice that bargains you into a corner. Fire the voice that says safety is the only acceptable outcome. Your potential isn't lost. It's imprisoned in the contracts you signed with comfort. Break them. Rip them up. Stop being reasonable about your dreams. Because I'll tell you this right now. Comfort is cheap. Excellence is expensive. And you're the only one who can decide what you're willing to pay. You don't believe in success. You worship safety. Now, that's the truth no one wants to say out loud. You pretend you want success. You talk about goals. You write down plans. But you don't believe in them enough to risk your comfort. You believe in safety. You kneel at its altar. You sacrifice your future to keep today undisturbed. You'd rather protect your sense of certainty than test yourself against the world. That's why your dreams are small enough to fit inside your fears. That's why your vision is so polite it barely qualifies as ambition. Because if you aimed any higher, you might fail. You might have to see yourself honestly. But I'm not here to let you play safe. I'm not here to nod and smile while you lie to yourself. I'm here to tell you your comfort zone is a confession. It's proof you chose mediocrity. It's evidence you negotiated your greatness down to something you could manage without sweating. Your vision isn't small by accident. It's starved by choice. You keep it hungry because feeding it would mean responsibility. You'd have to care enough to change. You'd have to be loyal to the future you want instead of the excuses you love. You tell yourself you can't see the way forward. But that's a lie. You turn the lights off so you wouldn't have to look at the work. You don't want a clear path. You want a comfortable reason to stay put. And I know this because I've seen it 1,000 times. People pretend their dream is impossible just so they don't have to be responsible for failing to pursue it. They call it unrealistic so they don't have to be real with themselves. You've been selling your future for short-term ease, and you know it. Your purpose isn't lost. You traded it for convenience. You didn't forget your purpose. You bartered it away. You handed it over for the luxury of not being challenged. You let go of what mattered most so you could keep what hurt least. You call it compromise. I call it betrayal, because that purpose is still in there rotting, suffocating under all the reasons you said not today. You want meaning? Then pay for it. Pay with discomfort. Pay with discipline. Pay with clarity. Pay with honesty. Stop pretending purpose is something you find. It's something you choose. And choosing it costs you every excuse you've been nursing like a wounded animal. You don't lack time. You squander it on comforting lies. You have time. You just spend it avoiding responsibility. You keep busy with things that don't matter so you don't have to face what does. You tell yourself you're planning, researching, getting ready. But readiness is a myth you invented so you never have to move, and you keep saying tomorrow. But tomorrow isn't real. It's a safe word you use when today gets too honest. You don't have tomorrow, you have right now, and you're choosing to waste it. You want discipline? Then tell the truth. Stop rehearsing polite lies about why you're stuck. You're stuck because you're loyal to comfort. Discipline isn't a punishment. It's a refusal to keep lying. It's the daily decision to choose what matters over what feels good. You want results? Then stop negotiating with average like it deserves your respect. Because average is patient. It'll wait forever while you pretend. And it'll bury your potential one compromise at a time. Your schedule is your contract with mediocrity. Look at how you spend your day. Every hour is an agreement. You sign it without reading the fine print. You think you're busy, but you're just avoiding what matters most. You fill your time with maintenance and distraction. You call it work, but it's theater. Motion without progress, tasks without transformation. Your schedule is proof of your priorities. And right now, your top priority is not to be disturbed, not to be challenged, not to feel the sting of failure. You think you're managing your life, you're just managing your fear. Your rituals are either chains or wings. The question is, do they bind you to comfort, or do they carry you toward your potential? Stop lying about why you don't have time. You have time. You're just too afraid to invest it where it matters. You don't need a better plan. You need a better standard. Your comfort is the price you pay to stay small. It's not free. It's never been free. You pay for it with every dream you shrink to fit inside your fear, every skill you leave undeveloped, every risk you don't take. Comfort is seductive because it's easy, but it's also the most expensive choice you'll ever make because it charges you everything you could have been. Your comfort zone doesn't care about your potential. It just wants you quiet, obedient, predictable. It wants you average. You think you're safe there, but you're not safe. You're stagnant. And stagnation is decay in slow motion. You want everything but refuse to pay for anything. You want success but not the sacrifice. You want respect but not the effort. You want mastery but not the practice. You want freedom but not the discipline. Stop pretending you're the victim here. You're the negotiator. You're the one cutting deals with your own mediocrity. You keep saying you want more while signing the dotted line that says, I'll settle for less. If you want more, you have to stop making those deals. You have to choose sacrifice because you can't keep everything. You can't have the security of your excuses and the rewards of your ambition. You can't be comfortable and be great. You're not held back. You're bought off by your own excuses. Your excuses are bribes you pay yourself to stay exactly where you are. You tell yourself you're waiting for the right time, but the right time is just code for never. You tell yourself you're not ready, but readiness is a lie that protects you from risk. You tell yourself you're being smart, but you're really being scared. Your excuses sound reasonable, so you don't have to feel the shame of quitting, but you are quitting. Every day you don't move is another day you signed away. I'm not here to flatter you. I'm here to force you to see the truth. You're not a victim of your life. You're the architect of your mediocrity. And until you admit that, nothing will change. Your comfort zone is your grave. Your name will be forgotten if you keep it. That's the end game no one warns you about. Not failure, not ruin, oblivion. You'll vanish quietly into the mass of average lives who chose not to offend their comfort. No one will remember your excuses. No one will honor your caution. No one will celebrate how carefully you avoided risk. They'll just forget you. And maybe that doesn't bother you now. Maybe it feels too far away. But one day you'll face the silence of everything you could have done, everything you could have been. You'll see that every time you settled, you erased yourself a little more. That's the real cost of comfort, not pain, erasure. You want to matter? Then choose the discomfort of growth over the ease of safety. Choose to be seen, even if it means being judged. Choose to try, even if it means failing, because comfort won't save you. It'll bury you alive in everything you refuse to become. Stop bargaining with average. Choose discomfort, choose growth, or choose to be forgotten. No one will do this for you. No one will rescue you from the deals you make with your own weakness. You have to break the contract. You have to refuse the bribe. You have to stand there in the raw truth of what you want and say, I will pay the price. Not once, every day. Your greatness isn't waiting at the end of one big gesture. It's in the daily refusal to accept less. It's in the way you get up when you don't feel like it, in the way you do the work no one sees, in the way you tell yourself the truth even when it shames you, in the way you say no to the 1,000 temptations to soften, to slow down, to make deals with your own fear. You suffocate your potential one excuse at a time. Every excuse is a pillow over the face of your future. You want to stop killing it? Then stop lying. Stop telling yourself you'll do it later. Stop saying you don't know how when you haven't even tried. Stop saying it's too late when you haven't even started. Stop pretending you want it if you're not willing to pay for it. Because that's what greatness costs. Everything that doesn't serve it. You're not confused. You're dishonest with yourself. You know what you need to do. You just don't want to do it. And that's the real negotiation, not with the world, with yourself. If you're not fighting circumstances, you're bargaining with your own fear. You're offering it comfort so it won't scream so loud. But that fear will never shut up. It will never go away. So stop trying to placate it. Stand in front of it and say, I'm not here to negotiate anymore. Because you can be comfortable or you can be remembered. Choose. The world makes way for those who dare to rise. Click the Rise button now to subscribe and claim the destiny waiting for you. Your time is now.